Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, interviews, and much more. If you're into jazz, definitely subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned this Sunday because I have a wonderful conversation coming your way by Sasha Mashin, whom I reviewed this CD not long ago, which is absolutely incredible. And also he played on Cristiano Giardini's record that I reviewed here on the Bird Box label, which is another incredible record. Go to the link below. You'll be able to purchase these wonderful records. But stay tuned on Sunday because there will be, I had a lengthy conversation with him. He goes over how he became a drummer, how he got into jazz, and he also talks about his flight from Russia during the conflict, beginning of the conflict, and now lives in Italy. So a really cool story. You're definitely going to want to tune in for that. Today, we're going back to Micah Thomas. And if you guys missed the review that I did of his piano solo record, 2022 record sitting back behind me, go check that out. Wonderful record, very interesting arrangements, really cool playing, definitely on the modern side. So today we're going to be looking at his new album that came out in September of 2024 called Mountains. And this right here is a completely different type of record. You got a lot bigger of an ensemble here, and there's some really cool players on here, and it's a 2-record set. I've listened to a couple of tunes on here streaming, so a lot of this is still going to be new to me, but you've got the great trumpet player Adam O'Farrell on here, alto saxophone player Immanuel Wilkins, very well known. Nicole Glover, up and coming tenor saxophone player, incredible player. So you've got a trombone player Caleb Smith on here. Kanoa Mendenhall on here playing bass, and on drums you've got Kweku Sumbry, which I have not heard of him. So this is going to be interesting. Listen, let's go ahead and open this up and check this out. All right. If you guys missed the first review I did on that piano solo record, I go through a lot of Micah Thomas's career, but he started playing piano at a very young age, around 3 years old, and put his first album out, I think, in 2020, and he's now, I think, got 4 albums, this being his 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to try to open this up here. This is a 2-record set. He also teaches at the New School for Jazz and was a faculty member at the 2024 Siena Jazz Workshop, so he's involved in education. A really incredible pianist, still very young. I think he's, 24, 25 years old. And so let's go ahead and get this record out. 2 records, actually, here that come in this single jacket. So let's go ahead and take a look at these inner sleeves that they're in. Nice glossy inner sleeve. I'll probably replace these with the rice paper sleeves, but you've got a little write-up here that talks about the record. And this is the second record here. I like these. These are nice looking glossy inner sleeves, and there's a continuation of the write-up explaining the record. This is definitely modern jazz here. Anyways, let me go ahead and take this out and clean it off. And we'll give you guys a listen, as we always do on this channel. I love playing records for you guys. Love giving you my reactions to the albums and to the music. So these are a little dirty here. I'm about to clean these off with some distilled water. And then we'll drop them on the Fluence RT85 with the Ortofon Blue. If you guys missed the video on the new phono stage I bought a Vincent Audio Faux 701 to replace my Shitmani phono preamp. And today will be the first review that I'm doing with the new phono stage. So I'm excited about this. I'm listening to this for a little while, and then I'm going to do a direct comparison with the Shitmani, and I'll give you my thoughts on the differences between the two. But I'm really excited to finally upgraded my phono stage, and I think it's a phono stage that I can grow with for a little while. Hopefully next year I'll be looking at upgrading my turntable. The Fluence RT85 that I'm listening to it through has the Ortofon Blue. It's a decent turntable for a mid-fi turntable, but I want to go ahead and upgrade to something a little more robust So I'll be looking at doing that hopefully next year. I hope to have the money to do that. So we'll see. So let's go ahead and put it on side A. We'll listen to Life, which is 13 minutes. There are some pretty long tunes on here. These are, really well-developed compositions you're going to hear. So let's go ahead and drop this on and have a listen. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Leave your comments. I always love to hear from you guys. Love sharing new music with you. I'm going to try to at least listen to a few of these tunes. I think so far this Vincent has a nice wide soundstage. It's a little bit more depth, I hear, and a little more warmth overall. And the records I've listened to. This record comes about as a result of a 2022 residency commissioned by New York City's The Jazz Gallery. It was recorded live over 4 sets of performances, June 16th and 17th, 2023. So these are pretty complex structures. A lot of cool things going on, and again, a lot of great players. Those of you that like adventurous, modern jazz, I think you're going to dig this. Go ahead and take this record out and clean it off. So far, a very nice sounding record. Give you my thoughts here as I listen to a little more. cymbals over here, hi-hats, and over here on the left side you hear more of the snare stuff going on. Pianos across both. Sounds very nice. You really have a really nice tonal balance from the highs to the lows. Pretty good depth. The bass kind of straight down the middle. Nice fat round type sounding bass. Listen to that playing, that piano playing. Love the drums. Sound nice. You have nice depth on here. It's a nice sounding recording. Definitely a modern type recording. You don't have the hard pans like you do on the old Blue Notes, for example, but so basically this is split up into what he says are four units. So this track here, number 1, makes up a unit. Then he's got tracks 2 through 5, which was originally one piece called processing. That makes up the second. Track 6 through 9 was originally 2 pieces called hide. That makes up the third. And then you've got, or 2 tracks called hide in the mountain. And then track 10 through 12 was one piece called divine. So those are kind of 4 different musical journeys, if you will, across the records here. And again, you've got a nice write-up here that explains all that stuff here. A little word about, you know, I've heard some people make disparaging remarks about some of the modern ways that these records are recorded or mixed, because they're not hard panned. You don't have the drums all the way over here, and you don't have the saxophone all the way over here, and they claim that that's true stereo. That's not the case. I mean, if you've ever been to a jazz club and you've ever listened, or even in a studio and you've listened to a band playing, you don't hear stuff hard panned like that. It's an artistic choice. I like the way a lot of those sound, but does everything have to be recorded that way? No. And actually, if you're going for a realistic mix, that's going to be more of how you would hear it in the room. You would never hear the drums all the way over to one side in the room, or a saxophone completely over, pan hard left completely, and barely hear it over on the other side. You would never hear it naturally like that. So that's an artistic choice on how you decide to record and how you decide to mix it. I've heard some disparaging remarks by some people in the vinyl community that claim that the modern stereo mixes sound mono and that kind of crap. I don't buy it for one bit. This is a really nice sounding modern mix. You do hear separation of the instruments, and you hear, for example, the drums, like the ride is over here. You've got the snare is over towards the left, and your hi-hat and things, and the way you hear it mixed is kind of a natural way if you were sitting back and listening to the kit in front of you. And then you hear your, you'll have the horn played, like you got the saxophone here playing. Even though you hear it in both speakers, it favors the left. So, yeah, I don't buy the whole thing of the old panned recordings sound better than the new ones do. It's an artistic choice, whatever you like. And to me, this sounds fantastic. So far, pretty quiet piece of vinyl. I have one pop there. You guys probably heard that. So these are nice, slick inner sleeves. You could keep them in there, but I don't like that they put static on the record, so I don't like putting them back in these. I'll put them in the rice paper sleeves. And he also says he wrote these pieces with the musicians in mind, which is interesting. Trying to get the hype sticker off of this. This was recorded live at the Jazz Gallery, New York City. June 16th through the 17th, 2023. And again, all the compositions are by Micah. Love those offbeat phrasings that he puts in there, and those nice. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to put on this again. This is kind of meant to be played all the way through, kind of thing. It's really a cool musical journey. Obviously, I can't play all, both records. We'd be here for a while, but I want to put on a tune called "The Mountain," which is actually Hide on side 2 of this. The last track flows into that, but I'm going to play "The Mountain," which is a little over 7 minutes. I want to play that for you guys, and then maybe we'll close out with a track on side D to kind of keep this around 30, 35 minutes. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Leave your comments. This guy, I think, is a you know, a very original sounding piano player. I really like his sound. I like his phrasing. I like these compositions. It really it's refreshing to listen to. And again, it's just a musical journey. So let's put on the mountain on here, which is side C. We'll have a listen to that, and then we'll flip it over and close out on another tune. So leave your comments. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, stay tuned. I've also got a conversation coming up with pianist and composer Bill O'Connell that'll follow the following Sunday, so I'm excited about that. A lot of stuff coming your way. And hopefully some new releases, more new releases will be coming in here soon, I hope. Wow, it's really got a nice sound. You can hear that. I love that, having the dynamics, you know, and you hear it sounds really nice. There's a lot of depth to this. Definitely warm sounding recording. This guy's a great drummer, who I've never heard of. Kweku Sumbry. Probably mispronouncing his name, but got the one sax to this side, you got the trumpet, another sax over here, the piano, really cool. Really nice, warm, nice deep recording. I mean, you hear a lot of depth. track's kind of supposed to reflect kind of like a journey through the wilderness, through the mountains kind of thing. Nice flat records. Again, quiet for the most part. I've had a couple of pops. A lot of dynamics, a lot of cool things going on, cool arrangements. Definitely one of these records you're going to want to sit back and listen through several times before you're going to be able to really take it all in. There's so much cool stuff going on. This is released on the Artwork Records label and made in the Czech Republic. So, yeah, I'm really happy so far with this Vincent phono stage, Vincent 701. You don't really, notice the crowd very often so far. It's the first time I've really heard any presence of the crowd is right there where they clapped. So it's a very quiet recording in regards to a live recording, but it's a very lively sounding. You do hear the highs, a little bit of the airy, but you also hear a lot the low presence as well. So it's a very nice recorded record. It was mixed and mastered very well. So I'm digging it. So what I'm going to do is bring it down and we're going to flip it over and listen to Encounter to close out the album. So let's bring it down and we'll flip it over. We're getting about 30 minutes, so I want to try to keep it around that. But let's go ahead and close out with Encounter on the other side. And really cool. I'm really enjoying this. So let's close out this, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I know when I did the last review, several people liked the solo piano record back there, which is fantastic. Here you're getting into a whole different side of Micah. That's really cool compositions, a lot of cool things going on. very dynamic, a lot of juxtaposition between, you know, the way he's writing for these different instruments and players. Pretty cool stuff. So stay tuned for more reviews. Again, conversation with Sasha Mashin coming up this Sunday. And next Sunday, you'll have a conversation with Bill O'Connell. So stay tuned for those. I think you're going to enjoy those. A lot of great stories by those guys and their journey. And musically, you'll learn a lot from them. I always find it interesting how you can write all these complex arrangements and then you've got room for these guys to improvise, you know. And again, this being live, I don't know how much editing went into this. Hopefully we can have him on. I want to get him on the channel and talk to him about these records and about his journey. I'd really love to hear what he has to say about putting this together. Of course, recording this live, you don't really get a chance to go back and fix too much stuff up. You can do some editing, but all right, folks, well, I think you've got kind of a taste of what this record sounds like, at least a bit. Again, kind of a musical journey meant to be listened to across. It's in 4 parts, across 2 records, 4 sides of music. A lot of cool things going on. So I definitely encourage you guys to go check this out. Go listen to it on streaming. And, you know, this is definitely one to add to the library that is quite different, you know, modern jazz type thing, but I hear elements of kind of classical things going on as well. So pretty cool stuff. Happy listening to everybody out there, and we will see you on the next video. All right, take care. See you soon.